Hello and welcome to practice. We're actually going to begin today's class laying on our backs, so gather up anything that you might like to have and I'll meet you laying down. And we're going to begin in Supta Baddha Konasana, pressing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees go wide. And it might be nice to bring your hands over to your belly, or maybe one hand to belly, one hand to heart. Just take a few breaths here. Take a few moments even. Just allow it to be whatever you need it to be. Sometimes we just need that moment when we step onto our mats to let go of what's been, the day that we've had so far today, up until this point. Just letting go of any thoughts that are on your mind, anything that's been going on for you, just choose to let it go. But also to let go of the need to know what's to come. And just allowing yourself to reside right here on your mat, in this space, in your body. In fact, let's set an intention together before we add any breath, any movement. I invite you to let that intention be to let go of something. Something that you might have been holding on to. It could be a repetitive thought, a situation, a belief, anything at all. And we'll just choose right here and now to let that go. And we'll take a couple of breaths together just to seal that intention in. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in through the nose, fill the lungs to the top. Open the mouth, let it go. Take another breath in through the nose, all the way to the top. Open mouth, exhale, all the way out. We'll take one more, fill the lungs, all the way to the top. You guys stretch capacity. Open mouth, let it go. And then from there, draw the knees together, ease them in, and then pull them in towards your body. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. I always like to do this before I do anything else. It's like the signal to my body that the journey has begun. So just massage things out a bit there. And then we'll take a figure of four. Right ankle, top of left knee. And you can stay here if you want. You can pull the left side in, or maybe you come along with me and just take these little rocks. Just rocking the shape of the legs, a touch from side to side. Just inviting a little bit of gentle movement in towards your body. And then the next time that your legs rock over towards the left, I want you to let them go all the way over. Reach the arms out like a T, maybe the gaze drifts to the right, and then just breathe here across your body into this gentle twist. Nice gentle breath in through the nose. Open mouth exhales, really sighing the breath out. And then we'll simply switch sides, so rock back through center and then switch it out, left over right. And then again, feel free to take your figure of four, whatever feels good to you, or come along with me and just take these little rocks, just allowing a bit of movement. through the body, through the midsection. Just allowing the breath to move through you at the same time. Just notice how you're feeling today in this moment. The next time that your legs rock to the right, let them go all the way over and take your gaze to the left. Take a couple of breaths here. Again, finding that same breath, a nice, slow, gentle inhale through the nose. And maybe open mouth exhale as you sigh it out. We've got one more of those. And then when you finish, wiggle back through center. You guys pull your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself another little rock from side to side if that feels good. And then from here, plant the feet like you would for bridge pose, but ground your low back. Take an inhale here. And then on your exhale, lift your shoulder blades off the mat, engaging your core, reaching the arms forward. And we're not doing core work as such, we're just finding a little bit of core engagement, just waking things up. And so you can either stay here if this feels enough for you today, that's cool, or you can float the feet or extend the legs out, finding your version of low boat pose. We're just gonna hold here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, land the feet on 1. Inhale, lift the hips. Find a soft bridge pose. And then exhale, lower the hips back down. Pull the knees back in, but this time rock and roll a time or two until you come up. And I'll meet you in a tabletop position. As you get there, circle your heart over tops of your wrists a few times, going in both directions, gripping the earth, feeling the weight transfer, pressing down and pushing the earth away. Maybe you flip the fingertips a few times. I always like to do this to warm up my wrists. So just take the next couple of breaths, doing whatever you need to do to invite your wrists and your forearms into the equation. When that feels good, flip your hands back round to the usual orientation, downward facing dog as you lift the hips. As you get there, continue exploring that space. As you pedal out through the feet, take your time to ease into your dog. Feeling the drive of your palms into the ground. I really like to focus on pressing my thumb mounds and my index finger knuckles into the ground. It gives me that sense of being able to really push the ground away. So wiggle through the hips a touch, bend and straighten the knees. Do what you need to do in your dog. When that feels good, find stillness for a moment. Take a breath in. And then from here, inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Wave through the spine until you find high plank pose. Exhale as you cruise back to dog. Let the inhale pull you out and forward into high plank, driving through the thumbs. And then exhale, push back to dog. 2 more. Let the inhales carry you forward. You could be going faster or slower than me. And the exhale takes you back. Inhale pulls you forward. Exhale cruises you back into downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right foot travels to the outside of your right hand. Keep the left hand planted and wave to the outside edge of both feet, finding a high horizon lunge. If you prefer, you can make this a twist, okay? But otherwise, you're turning to the outer blade edge of both feet, lifting the left hip away from the earth. Maybe your right bicep chases your right ear. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, pivot back through center, side angle pose. Click the left heel in, and then inhale, peel the left arm up. On your exhale, left hand to the earth as you roll onto your left big toe. Inhale, twist and reach your right arm up. Exhale, right hand returns to earth. Push your hips up, back and away as you fold to the middle. Maybe you pull your right toes towards your shin. Bend your right knee, plant your palms and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg will rise. Exhale, left foot journeys to the outside of your left hand. And again, keep the right hand planted. This could be a twist or turn all 10 toes to your left. Left arm reaches high, right hip rolls underneath your left hamstring. Maybe your left bicep chases your left ear. Some variation of high horizon lunge. Take an inhale. And then let the exhale pivot you through center to click the right heel down. Your variation of side angle pose. Let the inhale peel the right side up. On your exhale, right hand comes down, roll onto your right big toe. Inhale, twist and reach the left arm high into your twist. Exhale, left hand returns to earth. Hips slide up, back and away as you fold middle. Pulling your left toes towards your shin if that feels nice. Bend your left knee, plant the palms. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifts heels, bends knees. Wave your spine forward, high plank. On your exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Good. Oscillating cobra pose, fingertips set up wide. Push into tops of feet. Heavy hips, inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, you rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. This time, hold at the top. Can you kick the tops of the feet down a touch more? Can you roll your shoulders back just a touch more to pick your heart up? Hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower halfway down and pause. Can you float the feet? Maybe you float the palms. Maybe the arms reach back, locust pose. Get a little longer behind the backs of the knees. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let it go on 1. Drop your forehead or an ear to the mat. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then let your left arm reach out like a T. Pull your right heel in. Right hand comes close to the body and then roll to the left. Maybe your right big toe finds a home on the ground behind you. Push the earth away with your left arm and your right hand. Exhale, return to center. And simply switch sides. Right arm goes long. Roll to your right. Again, see if you can push the ground away. See if that helps you create more sensation in this stretch. Exhale, return to center. Plant the palms as you would for chaturanga or high plank. Lift the low belly, tuck the toes, take an inhale. Exhale, rise up into chaturanga. If you can, hold for 3, 2, 1. Push the earth away, high plank. Lower the knees, drop the forearms, look forward. Inhale, pulls you through upward facing dog. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Good. As you get there, inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, right foot to the outside of your right hand. High horizon lunge, turn all 10 toes to the right, peel your body open. Exhale, pivot back through center. Your representation of side angle, click the left heel in. Inhale, opens the body. The exhale plants the left hand as you roll onto your left big toe. The inhale sweeps the right arm high. Exhale, right hand down, push the hips up, back and away as you fold to a straightening-ish right leg. Bend your right knee, left foot swings to the outside of your left hand. Active squat, you arrive. Exhale, drive it to stand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, plant the palms. Exhale, Vinyasa. Meeting back. In dog, inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, left foot to the outside of left hand. High horizon lunge as you turn all 10 toes to the left, and the inhale takes you there. Exhale closes you off into your side angle, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, right hand down, roll onto your right big toe. Inhale, left arm high. You twist. Exhale, left hand returns to floor. Push your hips up, back and away as you fold to the middle of a straightening-ish leg. Bend your left knee, look forward, active squat as you step your right foot wide, sit the hips low. Take a breath in. Exhale, push the earth away. Rise to stand. Inhale, reach up. Look up. Exhale, sits the hips back down. Into your depth. Inhale, plants the palms. Exhale. You flow through your vinyasa. Meeting back. In downward facing dog. As you get there, look to the space between your thumbs. Think active squat. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, feet land. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, you stand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, plant palms. And then you exhale, flow through your vinyasa. Allowing it to be whatever you need it to be. We'll meet back in dog. 2 more rounds. Look forward. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, feet land. Knees drive wide. Inhale. Exhale, drives to stand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit the hips low. Inhale, plants the palms. And you exhale, flow through your vinyasa. Using the breath. Meeting back in dog. Look forward. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, feet land. Active squat, inhale. Exhale, drives to stand. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sit the hips back down low. Inhale, plants the palms. Exhale, you flow with control. Every step of the way. Meeting back in downward facing dog. As you get there, inhale, sweep the right leg high in towards the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip this time. And as you reach your right knee high, can you keep pressing your right armpit towards the mat? Squeezing your right heel towards your left glute. Inhale, re-straighten the right leg. Exhale, right shin comes across your mat. Upright pigeon pose. As you wiggle your left leg back in space, find an upright variation of your pigeon if you can, where you can push the ground away. So I'm driving my entire shape of right leg into the ground. I've got my back toes tucked and I'm trying to resist the earth. And I'm going to take breath in, breath out, breath in, Breath out. Maybe you inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Get a little longer and a little taller. Exhale, plant the palms. Sweep the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip again. Or maybe you step your right foot over and behind. Adjust the feet as you need to for wild thing, flip dog, half wheel pose, whatever feels like the place to go for you in this moment. Wherever you are loading your left shoulder, driving down in towards your left thumb. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, we'll close off into a three-legged dog. So reach your right leg back up towards the sky. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right knee comes across to tap your left tricep. Think fallen triangle. Extend your right leg to the left. Click your left heel in and then wiggle your heart and hips up towards the sky. I kind of like to bend and straighten my knees as I floss my hips open. Beautiful. Open your body. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, you guys, plant your left hand. Sweep your right leg back up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull your right knee in towards your chest. Left knee creates the spring. Big spinal wave. Think cat shape in the spine to create the space to step right foot to right thumb, side angle. Click the left heel in and then inhale, peel your left arm up. And then inhale, peel the left arm up. Exhale, settle. Flip the right palm towards the sky. Keep the legs. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Beautiful. Lean away from something. Breathe into your right side waist, your right ribs. Exhale, plant the palms. Your journey back to dog. Maybe through Vinyasa. Maybe you skip the Vinyasa. Maybe it's just an up dog, a chaturanga, a plank, whatever you need. Either way, I'll meet you back in downward facing dog. When you get there, inhale, sweeps the left leg high. Bend the knee and open the hip. And again, as you chase the space above you with your left knee, can you pull your left heel towards your right glute? Can you press your left armpit towards the ground? And then inhale, re-straighten the left leg. Exhale, left shin across your mat. Upright pigeon pose, side two. And I always like to take my time in my setup for my pigeon. So feel free to fidget and finagle your way in. Find an upright variation if you can. And then resist the earth. Again, I have my back toes tucked. I'm pressing my left shin into the ground. I'm going to feel this sense of buoyancy because I'm not just releasing to the floor, I'm pushing myself away, right? And we're going to take 2 breaths here. In. Out. In. Out. Good. And then maybe on your next inhale, you reach your arms up towards the sky, get a little longer, get a little taller, keep kicking down through your left shin. Exhale, plant the palms. The left leg sweeps up to the space above you. Maybe you bend the knee, open the hip here. Maybe you step over and behind and turn this into a wild thing flip dog variation. Either way, find the spot that feels interesting to you in this moment. On your next exhale, we'll close off 3-legged dog. The left leg reaching up and back. Take a breath in. Exhale, left knee comes across and targets your right tricep coming across body. Left leg extends to the right, fallen triangle. Click the right heel in. Wiggled heart and hips open. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, closes you off. Plant the right hand, three-legged dog, the left leg lifts. Pull your left knee in towards your belly, bend your right knee to create the spring. Big wave of the spine forward, left foot lands by left thumb. Side angle, click the right heel in. The inhale peels the right arm up. Good. Exhale, settle. Flip the left palm up and then inhale, reverse the warrior. Keep the legs. And again, just opening up the left side body. Breathe into that space. Exhale, plant the palms, let it go. And flow through your vinyasa. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sweep the right leg up in towards the sky. Exhale, right foot journeys to right thumb. Side angle, again, inhale, peels you open. And once you get into your side angle, I want you to locate your right hip crease with your awareness, squeeze it back, look towards the top of the mat, think half moon pose. Keep squeezing your right hip crease back as you start to shift your weight into your right leg. When the balance is there, the left leg floats away from the ground. Finding your half moon pose, engaging your core. Maybe your left hand comes to your left hip. We'll take an inhale here. Stay or exhale, bend your right knee as you roll your left hip down to the inside of your right leg. And then inhale, roll your left hip open. Two more. Exhale, roll your left hip down to the inside of your right leg. And then inhale, roll your left hip open. Exhale, roll your left hip down to the inside of your right leg. And then inhale, roll your left hip open. Find your representation of half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Take another breath in here. As you breathe out, bend your right knee with control. The left foot steps to the back of the mat, plant the palms. Sweep the right leg up towards the sky, find a three-legged dog. Keep it lifting. Crawl your hands all the way back towards your left foot. Find a variation of standing splits. Maybe a supported warrior 3, whatever you need. And then right knee into chest. Soften the left knee, rise to stand. One-legged Tadasana. We rise. Whew. From here, you guys, find your balance for a moment and then kick the inner arch of your right foot up. So we're in external rotation in the right hip. Figure of 4, Galavasana, right ankle, left knee. Find your variation. And as you find the depth, I always like to modulate the sensation that I feel with the amount that I can push my hips back in space and lean my heart forward. So I kind of like modulate between those 2 points to find the sensation that feels nice. Please feel free to take the arm balance here if you choose to. You can always plant your palms on the floor and take your baby flying pigeon or your flying pigeon. Wrapping your right toes around your left tricep. And then when you've had enough, come back to your figure of 4. Push into the left foot to rise up out of it, right knee into chest. Right foot finds a home on the floor next to left. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, lengthen as you fold. Halfway lift the chest. Exhale, fold, crawl your hands out into downward facing dog. You're more than welcome to cruise through Vinyasa. Between sides. Just do whatever you need. And then as you make it back to dog, inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, your journey, left foot to left thumb. Click the right heel in, side angle, Parsvakonasana. Peel the body open. Take a moment to settle, to feel the pinning of the outer edge of the right foot, to feel the ability to stay and breathe. Look towards the top of the mat, think half moon pose. Lean out, look out, drag yourself there, and then peel open. When you have your balance, let your core be engaged. I always like to keep a micro bend in my standing leg knee. Lifting from the inner lining of your right leg. Maybe you bring your right hand to your right hip. And then on your next exhale, you're going to roll your right hip down as you bend your left knee. Beautiful. And then roll the right hip open. Nice. Re-straightening the left. And again, bend the left knee as you roll your right hip down to the inside of the left leg. And then inhale, roll it open. Last one, exhale. Roll it down. Inhale. Roll it open. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. And then with control, bend the left knee, right foot all the way to the back of the mat. It lands lightly. Plant the palms. The left leg sweeps up and back. Keep it lifting and then crawl your hands all the way back towards your right foot. And then find your either supported warrior 3 or standing splits variation. And then pull your left knee in towards your belly, bend your right knee for buoyancy, and then slowly, one-legged Tadasana, we rise. Good. Find your balance at the top. And then from there, inner arch of left foot, kicks it up, external rotation, bend your right knee, figure of 4, left ankle, right knee, cut the hips back in space, lean the heart forward. I always like to imagine that my heart is jumping over top of my left shin. And then breathe. Find a drishti, find a balance. Feel free to stay here, or maybe again you have a little play with the arm balance, hooking your left toes around your right tricep, and then finding a little bit of flight. Maybe it's a baby flying pigeon today, is for me. And then once you've finished, come back to your Galavasana, half chair pose, whatever you want to call it. Rise back up with control, left knee into chest. And then the left foot lands next to your right. Shake that out. Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms to the space above. Exhale, dive your body down into a fold. Inhale, lift the chest halfway, flatten out your spine. Exhale, fold. Crawl your hands all the way out into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, right shin across your mat, pigeon pose, your variation. And again, take your time in your setup. Maybe you fill up some space, a cushion, a block, a blanket, whatever you need. And then whenever you feel good, allow yourself to melt. . 5 breaths. And this is one of those shapes, one of those poses where we can really practice letting go, surrendering. It's one of those positions that resistance can come up for you. So what I like to do when I get into Pigeon is I notice where the resistance comes. And I either try to breathe through it, or I notice whether I want to adjust or modify a little bit so that I can fully let go. So maybe it means a slight adjustment of the shape. Maybe it means adding an extra pillow. Maybe it means bringing the back leg out of the equation, turning it into more of a 90-90. Find a way to let go of something. And breathe in lightness, ease and comfort into your body. And exhale out resistance, stagnations, anything that you're holding on to that you don't need. And then when you've finished, press up onto the palms, tuck the back toes, sweep your right leg up, shake it out for a moment, do what you need to do. Feel free to take a wild thing, flip dog between sides, whatever you need. And then whenever you're ready, you guys, downward facing dog. Inhale, stretches the left leg high. Exhale, left shin across your mat, Pigeon pose side 2. And again, take your time, there's no rush in the setup. Feel your way in. Support yourself as you need. And then surrender. Let yourself melt. See if you can find that breath that we found earlier. Quiet inhale. And then open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. And as you sigh it out, like, imagine that you're like a deflating balloon. Just letting go of everything. Every single last little bit of air. Squeezing its way out. Just allowing you to fully melt. Allowing you to let go. Allowing you to surrender to what is. A couple more breaths. And then when you've finished, you guys, press up into the palms. Left leg chases the sky, shake it out. Again, please feel free to find a wild thing, whatever you need. And then when you've finished, I'll meet you in a downward facing dog. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Step the feet in a little bit, in fact, and take the hands as wide as the mat. And then just pulse your chest back towards your shins. Sometimes this feels really nice. Maybe sway into the hips a bit. And then when you've finished, come down into your shins. And eventually, I'll meet you on your back. Take your time to get there. You can find a seat, wrap your hand around the back of your hamstrings, and then slowly roll yourself down if you want. Pull your knees in towards your body, give yourself a little hug, a little rock. And then slowly ease your way into Savasana. If you want, you could make this Supta Baddha Konasana the place that we began our journey. And just take a few moments here in your resting position, wherever that might be, to truly let go. To let go of what's been, to let go of what's to come, and to let yourself be right here in this moment. And if you let go a little, you get a little peace. If you let go a lot, you get a lot of peace. And if you let go completely, you get complete peace. And please stay here for as long as you need in your Savasana, allowing it to nourish and replenish you. And this is where I'm going to leave you today. Give yourself grace and gratitude for your practice. Thank you for choosing to practice with me. And have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.